oh, you're in college, like a bunch of girls come up to you, they're like, come to you, like.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Who thinks that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, for us.
Dude. It happened to me all the time in college.
In case you haven't realized, it is a new year.
It is.
And because of that, I think it's high time that Nick and I go back to our roots. We reinvent ourselves. That's what the new year is about. And a lot of people take steps forward. We take steps back.
We go back. We're not looking forward. We're looking at our glory days as frat stars.
You're goddamn right. Because in case you little subscribers don't know, we were frat stars for years.
Yeah.
4 to be exact of our lives.
I got around campus like Rudy did at the end of the movie because I was so cool. I found a podcast that is filmed and made in Arizona State by a DJ who's also in a frat. And the entire podcast...
Can we just let that air for a little bit?
I'll let you marinate on what I just said.
An ASU DJ who probably got his DJ start DJing for his parties.
Yes.
And he has a podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
He has a podcast called the TuPapi Official Podcast. Basically, his entire podcast just revolves around talking about parties and frat stuff.
Fun.
And it is the most nothing conversations I've ever heard.
I love that.
It makes dating coaches look like they're scholars.
It creates a process called photosynthesis. It releases oxygen into the air.
Because at least their sentences have a meaning.
Yeah, and it's for money. It's for charging people for their online courses.
It's for exploiting sad men. But at least they talk, you leave, and you're like, oh, I get what they're trying to say.
And then it ends.
This is like, they say things, and then there's nothing. There's no outcome.
Okay.
It's just... what? That's how I felt watching all these. But I thought it'd be fun to dive in so we can learn about frat culture as it is today. Because we were in frats years ago. What has happened to fraternities in the past 7 years?
Let's see what the Zoomer frat life is about.
Yeah, let's learn about frats
as they are now.
Yeah. Parties, one of my boys like tried to fight me. Like,
Bro,
while I was DJing.
One of your boys?
Yeah. Well, he's like in my frat. Like,
yeah.
He's one of the boys. He tried to like fight me while I was DJing. He was just like, fucked up. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, you want to fight right now? And we're up on like an elevated ass like DJ stand.
So funny.
Dude, it was like the craziest thing. And then I pushed him off the back of it and I felt bad. So I like caught him. I don't even know. I think there's a video of it somewhere, but nothing too crazy.
Yep. Riveting content.
That's the whole clip.
It's the entire
That's
thing.
the entire clip.
Do you think this guy prepped this story before coming on the
He
podcast?
was so
He was
excited.
like, I can't wait to tell the story. One of my bros got drunk and tried to fight me, and then I pushed him, but then I caught him. That's it.
Which also, like, that's very romantic.
Yeah.
If you think
Don't
about
go.
it. You push, but no. The push and pull.
Come back.
The thralls of compassion.
Yeah.
You know? Usually there's a thing to say after a thing that we watch.
Yeah. There's really nothing. What do we even say?
I'm going to put these back on.
Feel the frat energy.
You know what? Yeah, I need to be there.
Put us there. You know what we should have done?
Yeah, what?
Dude, we should have drank like 6 beers before coming on.
should have. I 100% would have done that. But after the second one, I probably would have had a hangover for 4 days. Because I am 28, dude.
Oh.
You think they would like us?
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Have some respect for a brother, okay? I'm a legend around this place.
Look, man, you've been there.
Yeah.
You've been on the DJ booth at a party and your boy tried to fight you. And even then, it's not like he swung at him. He was just like, you want to fight right
He
now?
kind of sounded like the aggressor in that.
You sounded like the bad guy here,
It was like
buddy.
they were trying to fight, and then I pushed him. It wasn't like he hit me, so I pushed him away. He was probably yelling at me because he was DJing, and I was on the DJ stand, and then I pushed him out of the DJ stand.
Play some T-Swift. And then I pushed him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I've been there.
But even when we were in fraternities, though, I don't think I ever thought this was a good story.
You know, I would go down the route of like, wow, anybody with a microphone can have a fucking podcast these days. But we're those assholes.
We are those assholes. But the thing is, when we make videos and stuff, they're edited, and I can't see that there's any editing done in this, aside from just like switching cams.
I do absolutely love how Mr. Man number 2 is like blindly hyping him up for it, though. I gotta say,
There's
he's
no
putting in the
follow-up
work.
question or anything.
I
Let's see if
love
there's
that.
other clips, though. We can't just have just fighting. Let's
we
see this
need
guy.
more.
Being celibate in college. Maybe this is a little more interesting.
Okay.
I was celibate in college, but
It was not by choice.
I'm to be celibate. It's not like this idea of like people will think, oh, you're in college, like bunch of girls come up to you, they're like, come to our orgy, like
Yeah,
like,
it is, dude.
Who thinks that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. For
Yeah,
us.
dude. It happened to me all the time in college. I was just crying in my dorm.
And then they're like, oh, you look so sad. Let us all fuck you. You know, tears are an aphrodisiac, I hear.
No, it was definitely me just like holding back throwing up in like the communal dorm bathroom.
Right.
And then girls just offer to have sex with me. It happens all the time. Orgies just fall into your lap if you're in a frat.
But also, SMU is Southern Methodist University.
Yeah.
A very religious school. So that's also one of those things that I feel like these religious kind of like people in your life will tell you, like, when you get to fucking college, these girls are going to be frothing all over you. But you have to remember that your dead grandma can see every time you fornicate with a woman. And she's sitting up there in heaven. And then every time you fornicate
She's
outside
sitting
of
up there in
wedlock.
heaven, flicking the bean
Yeah,
at you fucking
she's-
girls, dude. Go out there and fuck.
I'm like
Give your grandma a show.
I'm so.
She's bored up there. You think she wants to watch you fucking pray and be a bummer? She wants to see you pounding chicks.
I'm so worried for when we have kids.
They're
and
gonna see
They're
that.
gonna see Guilty Dogs Productions supercut every time
Oh,
they say
God.
come. Every time they reference a grandma in a sexual situation. Compilation, 23 hours long.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good watch.
It's gonna be a great watch.
Sometimes I think though with like people that say, you know, I'm celibate and it's really hard, or I'm avoiding having sex with
It's
women.
the easiest thing to do to be celibate. You don't have to do anything to do it.
But it's also like a good excuse if you're bad at getting girls. You're like, well, I'm celibate, so.
He's a good-looking kid.
No, he is. I'm not criticizing him. I'm
That's
just
what I'm
saying it's a
saying.
funny idea to be like, you think people would ask you to all these orgies, but I'm celibate, so they don't. But they would be asking me
It's
if
like
I wasn't
was
celibate.
almost looking forward to turning down multiple swaths of women who are inviting me to these college orgies.
It's because they gotta know already that I'm celibate.
Exactly. It's like painted on my face. It's part of your aura. It's the way you hold your shoulders. It's like this. Well, okay, what does our boy have to say
Yeah,
about
let's
this?
see his response.
Yeah.
People think that'll be like the highest temptation moments, and that's happened to me.
No, it has not. Good looking guy. It definitely hasn't happened to you though.
Press X to doubt.
I don't think that happens like in the real world.
Yeah.
People approach you and are like, yo, we're just all fucking. Yeah, like our dorm.
Yeah, dude, like the RAs knows about it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's sanctioned by the school. You guys are worried about furries having water pans in elementary schools, okay? But this is what the colleges of today are
Yeah.
promoting, okay?
There's orgies everywhere.
Orgies everywhere. It's like kind of like Big Nick vibes a little
Yeah,
bit, where he's like,
just
yeah,
lying.
I have been in situations where the elite in Hollywood have sacrificed virgin blood to the great Lord Baal. And it's like, dude,
No,
like,
they haven't.
let's say even if they did, how are we going to verify that?
Well, you verify it with this guy that he's on a podcast, so
That-
he's correct.
yo.
Just like us, everything we say is
Totally
truth,
true.
and there's no refuting it because
Completely
we have a camera and microphones, and I will be at the orgies, so be jealous
which we
too.
are completely offered
Yeah.
access to.
I got a VIP chair in the corner. I'm the only one that can sit in there.
He comes in with a lanyard.
VIP cock chair.
Yo. Reality Kings, hit us up.
Yeah, or Brazzers.
We got some ideas.
He has been invited to orgies.
Right, and he stood strong because he's a good Christian boy.
And he's celibate, yes.
Okay.
Like
In-
someone came up to you and asked for an orgy?
like I was about to go like throw the ball around with my friend. We were gonna play football, and
So it's during the day. He's with his friends at football. This person approaches.
Walks
Yo,
up
want
to
to
you.
fuck with like
Yo,
all of us?
We have 14 hot college girls.
our whole
in our
sorority
dorm.
is trying to bang
Yeah,
one guy.
exactly.
So want to come
And
over?
Again, we just saw you in the quad.
We saw you holding that football.
3 Kappas came up to me
3 Kappas.
with like these 2 other guys in my dorm freshman year. Everyone knew that they were like having orgies all the time,
Dude,
and they were
like that
attractive
specific
people.
group?
Yes, that group. And they invited me to one this one time, and they were like, "Hey, come up with us. Like, we're all gonna like have some fun." And I remember my boy was looking at me like, and I was like, you know, I'm about to go grind. I can't like.
You said you were about to throw a football around. About
yeah,
to go
exactly. No,
grind.
I'm about to go grind on my boys in the football field.
I do think though the way he framed that story makes it somewhat more believable.
What part of it?
I don't
The
know.
boy, his boy being like, because I don't think that's believable. I think his boy would be like, bro,
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
what are you doing? What do you mean? You can look at the crypto market later,
Yeah,
dog. Are you
dude.
kidding me? There are 3 Kappas in front of us trying to fuck. I don't believe that for a half second.
But it was so easy to say no. But the moments that are the hardest is when you're with your girlfriend. It's a late night. You were stressed all week with exams. You're chilling with her on the couch. You guys are kissing. and it's like, man, Satan just starts speaking like, hey, no one's here, no one will know. You know, it's hard to abstain in those private areas when no one's
Power to
around.
you.
Nick, I at least gotta say, at least that was a story.
The conversation had a point. All right, let's move
There's
on.
that at least.
TuPapi's most Furta moment, which I had to look up because I had no fucking idea what
fuck
Furta
is that?
moment means. It means for the boys.
I really like that word.
Furta?
Yeah, I'm for the boys.
TuPapi, you know, I was wondering, you know, you got the podcast run and everything. What's your most Furta moment?
My most Furta moment. Okay, so like the most recent Furta moment that I had that was like pretty big is I was DJing.
Good start.
And, like people
He was
kept
a
passing
DJ.
me around drinks. Like I would chug like random stuff. Okay.
That's not
And
smart.
there was a pool next to there, so I completely took off all my clothes. My wasn't.
I
out,
thought
okay?
somebody was gonna.
So I was just in my
him
underwear,
pool
jumped
water.
in the pool, and then like it was like
Shit
a
in
whole
the
thing. Like
pool,
we all
dude.
jumped in the pool. A bunch of us jumped in the pool. I went back and hit a transition, and it was just like it was so Furta, dude.
I can imagine that in my head, man. It
Yeah,
sounds
it was
insane.
so Furta.
I'm not gonna lie.
Jumped in the pool, got back
Dude,
on the
do you
sticks.
hear the people in the background like
Cackling.
cackling? I am sorry. I know like people that watch our videos sometimes like tell us things we want to hear, but we don't hear them like pretend to laugh at our jokes.
Right.
That's
a little glazy.
That's not even kind of funny.
Is Furta even supposed to be a funny thing?
Yeah, I thought it was
Furta's
supposed to be like
a
epic,
fuck
dude.
yeah, man. What is your most Furta moment?
What's
Nick?
my most Furta moment? Recently, my last therapy session.
Nice.
I talked about my anxiety and I feel better going on the subway
Wow.
in New York. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's pretty Furta.
That's pretty Furta. I think my most Furta moment recently is when I got a CAT scan because it feels like my neck is closing up. Probably because of crippling anxiety.
Yeah, it's Furta.
Yeah, it's pretty Furta, bro.
You were for the hospital. You were for the hospital, dog.
I got a referta from my doctor.
Dude, I don't have any Furta moments. I'm too old.
But we had a nice New Year's party.
We did. That was fun.
It was pretty Furta.
That was Furta New Year, dog.
Like a sick transition. Crowd's like, what? Like,
Yeah, dude, it was sick. Dude.
It was sick, dude.
At least tell us the song. What's the transition? What's anything?
Dude, it's you know, look, man, we're not all our peak people in college.
No, of course not.
If these guys are hanging around and just trying to, you know, tell silly stories, okay? I wasn't exactly fucking Picasso at my time.
of course not. Yeah, they're not harming anyone.
No.
This is objectively funny, though.
We're just sitting and laughing.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you're
I'm
putting it on
sorry.
the internet.
And what's like the most Furta thing you've ever done?
So we have this thing called the Oakland Open that we do once a year. You can get the lowest, you know, whole record. You know, that's for people to do, but I'm not interested in that. I wanted to go for the beer record. So I wanted to optimize this the most I could. I ended up buying a little beer funnel, and the record was what, like 13 beers, I think, for 1 hour of playtime.
Oh my
and
God.
I
That's
started
a lot.
off, you know, trying to break this record, trying to get over 13 beers in 1 hour.
It's
and
9 holes, right?
Yeah, it's 9 holes. And he was my caddy buddy. He was the one helping me, you know, pour these.
If you do power hour, take a sip
Every
minute.
minute?
That's like 5 beers.
Yeah,
and
13
you
is
feel
absolutely
you feel
insane.
like you're going to pass away.
That's absolutely insane.
You're gonna
13 beers in an hour.
You're asking for your demise.
Yeah.
I gotta hear how this Furta plan panned out.
We would pour the beers and then make sure there was no foam by just waiting a little bit. And then I would immediately chug it within like 4 seconds. And I had, I think,
Jeez.
6 beers on the
time.
first hole, you know, to get a little head start.
Oh my
and
God.
by the time I was at my 5th hole, you know, I was pretty hammered because I was probably like 9 beers deep in terms of like feeling. And by the end of it, though, I got to 18
in terms of
beers.
feeling.
Well, there's a difference between
your actual
beer
count?
feel
Yeah.
and beer count.
See, I drink 1 beer and I feel like I've had 3.
Yes, that's why we started drinking Claws.
I feel like 9, but I had 2.
I want like a printed out like scale, like number of
How much
beers
you
and then
feel
and
you
then beer
had?
feel.
Yeah, beer feel.
Beer feel. I like it.
And I do not remember the
He had
rest of the
18
night.
beers apparently.
That-
That's
that-
the whole clip. Is he had 18 beers?
I love how quick he'll cut away.
It's just so funny. But he said he had about 18 beers.
No, you didn't. I don't trust that for a fucking second.
You know
In
what?
an hour, 18 beers.
That's the jaded older frat bro that I like
Yeah.
to see come out of Nick.
No, you did not, sir. You didn't.
If he had just like one little bit of video proof for any of these, it would probably be electric.
But they're on a podcast, so I believe them.
Ninja low taper fade meme.
Oh,
Have you guys heard about
yeah.
it?
Sorry.
It's good.
Sorry.
What a
Can we
meme.
just ninja low taper fade maybe?
Dude, let's just appreciate it for a second.
This is it. And I love how he puts that out there and he's like, are you guys familiar?
Did you see that clip when Ninja was ending stream and he farted audibly?
I love you guys. All right.
Oh my.
Ninja low taper fade meme.
Oh.
Have you guys heard about
Yeah.
it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
So you guys know who Ninja is? He's like a Fortnite streamer.
Oh, yeah.
He got like a low taper fade.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's a huge meme.
Why does it look bad?
I don't know why it's a big meme. It's just so huge and it's stayed like relevant for like months now.
Relevant. No way, Nick. No fucking way.
I
No
love how
way.
nothing he can be, dude.
No way.
It's baffling to me how little substance there is in so many of these clips.
Look, we have to get really deep about this
Okay.
shit because we always do on this channel. I've really been enjoying like core on TikTok, which is essentially just an example of a thing that you're just looking at. Like if you're going to a zoo or something, you just view the panda bear just sitting there, you know. Ninja low taper fade? That's what it is. It's not something that has to show you something. It exists as like almost a slice of life anime type deal where it just is. That's beautiful.
Do you think anyone in this podcast does any prep?
No.
Guys, I was on TikTok and I saw the low taper fade meme. I don't know why it's a meme. I didn't do any research on where it came from
I don't know.
or even
Yeah,
what it
he doesn't
actually
back-
is.
He doesn't even know why it's so big.
I don't think he even knows like if Ninja has a low taper fade.
I don't think he actually got a low taper fade.
He did at some point. The whole meme was just this guy was singing funny hooks to songs.
Right.
And then one of the things was imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade.
Right.
And then memes spawned of that, of like Photoshop things of Ninja. Then
Right.
Ninja found it and got the low taper fade. And then that was kind of the meme.
This is internet historian type
Yeah.
shit right
so
here.
now
Okay.
the meme, like, it started in 2023. So what has been happening is people were then using like AI and shit to make Ninja seem like he just won't let the meme go like years later. So now he's just leaned into it. He just says like, you know what's really big and just not gonna die? Like the low taper fade meme is just so huge right now.
But he didn't say that. The way that you said
I
that
know.
was more concise and presenting of information.
He just knows a meme exists, and then the other guests in the podcast don't know it exists, and that's the clip. But he
just so
doesn't know what the
funny.
meme is or anything about it.
Ninja gets play because like
If
all he
Ninja
does
gets
is play
play.
Fortnite. Like ew.
He
He's
definitely
married,
does.
I'm pretty sure.
Like I don't know if I told you, but like when I did like my little account thing, when I made like a thing and I started growing it.
I'm
Get
sorry.
a what thing? On what platform? There could be so many different accounts
When
that
I
you could
started
make.
my thing,
Get there.
and I don't want to assume because I don't know this person. Do you think she's kind of alluding to like maybe she had an OnlyFans but doesn't want to say
But
it
in
for
the
some
middle
reason?
of it, she realized that that would be outing herself as
Maybe.
making one. Maybe she'll elaborate, or maybe she fucking won't.
If I'm a betting man, I will say no one will
I would
elaborate.
bet the under on this one.
Yeah, okay.
For like a month and it did really well. I had like 3 different like really famous Fortnite streamers offered to fly me out for free to California. And I was like, no.
Wait. So
No.
You had like Fortnite
It's
streamers
Courage
in your DMs?
JD. It's Tim the Tat Man.
Dude, I got a bone to pick with Courage JD.
Yeah.
He's just really annoying.
You know what? For me, it is. I think it's content that is so specifically made
For
for
kids.
kids. That is from a man. That is also like trying to ride the line between like edgy but also safe for work. You know who I like? Dr. Lupo.
I thought you were going to say Dr. Disrespect.
You know who I like? Dr. Disrespect. That guy has it all
He's
figured
got
out.
his head screwed on
He has
straight.
it all figured out.
Well, if she was in high school, it would be Dr. Disrespect,
Yes.
but I don't think. I think
She's
too
out
old.
of Dr. Disrespect's
She's too
age
old
range now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And and I was like, no, like that's scary. Like they're going to kill me. It's like going to be like a dungeon.
They probably just wanted to play Fortnite with you.
Well, no, I was like,
I'm sorry, TuPapi, buddy. You know they don't just
they
want to play
didn't.
Fortnite. You know that's an online game, right?
Yeah, she can
if
play
you
that
wanted
from
to play
her
Fortnite,
place.
you could play it from Arizona State, dude.
Yeah.
like let's play Fortnite together, like as one does, because they're Fortnite streamers. And they said, oh yeah, but like actually no, you should just come to California, I'll fly you out. I was like, yeah, if we're not playing Fortnite, it's just
So
not
they have
gonna
like
be.
Fortnite Riz.
No, that's the issue, they don't, and that's just not what I'm here for.
Right.
You know.
You're trying
I
to
get
drop
it.
Tilted.
Yeah.
They don't have Fortnite Riz.
They don't have Fortnite
They
Riz.
have Roblox Riz.
That's what it is.
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. I feel like I watch these and I just feel my brain smoothing over.
It's crazy, bro.
I don't know how much more of this I can fucking take, dude. It's so much
You're the
nothing.
one who fucking
I did.
pulled it
This
up,
is-
bro. You're like, oh, this is the one I gotta bring to the video today.
This is what I came up with, guys.
Invite girls to these parties. Like, how do you meet them in class or?
So basically, like,
Oh my god.
This guy looks absolutely
holy
insane.
fucking
I'm so
shit.
sorry.
His hat, white girl wasted.
It's so comically on top of his head.
He looks like Machine Gun Kelly before all of the tattoos, mixed with Justin Bieber hair from like 2008. You know? Wow. What a specimen.
with the fraternity, you get added to group chats with all like the new incoming people in the sororities. So
Oh,
we
sick.
basically have to, we
Sick,
can add
dude.
all them and just talk to them. So basically, just let them know about our party, and then like if we see them, we chat it off and see where it goes from there. You know.
Yeah, so I mean, we're in a ton of group.
You definitely need multiple people to answer this question. I love that they need two guests to
To
walk
say the
through
same shit.
to say, yeah, we're in group
We're in a
chats with
group
them,
chat
so we
with
just
them.
like text the group chat that there's a party.
It's like he said with all the sororities, but another big way we talk to them is you just go around the GLV. Like they're all in the GLV. They're always outside, like talking. You just go up to them, you talk to them.
You just talk to people.
Let me tell you about this thing. You walk up to people.
Go on.
This is the thing. This is where it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, you gotta focus up. Pay attention.
You open your mouth.
Yep.
Words come out. If you play your cards right, those words will be, do you want to come to a party this weekend?
Not.
Which usually happens to me. If you land the plane, hopefully, those girls are going to be at the party this weekend.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Follow for more tips.
You meet them, and that's honestly how you get like most of the people to come to your parties. I feel like, is
Okay,
like
yeah.
You go
You
invite
fucking go
them.
invite them to the
Go
party.
invite
You go
people.
fucking invite them to the party.
That's how we get people to the parties. We tell them about the party.
I'm blown away.
What did you guys say was your first glimpse or experience of party life when you first got here?
So I actually came here early,
What a good
like a
question.
week early before school actually started. And I went to this one party.
And it was a party. So that was my first glimpse of party
Yeah,
life.
I went to a party.
Get this, I walked through a door, and inside of that door there was a room. And in that room there were a bunch of people and a DJ. And that is a party.
Dude, fucking technically it was a party.
Technically, right?
I threw it and I was the only one there, but it was a party.
Biggest Ferda moment.
I'm fur to cry alone in my room after that party.
And it was just completely different. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. I think the ratio was 12 to 1.
Dude.
Like, it was
That's
actually
insane, dude.
it was wicked. And the school hasn't even started yet. So, not many people are there, and it's 12 to 1. It's just like, it's crazy.
My first glimpse, I didn't go to no house party, nothing like that. First day, there were 7 dorm parties getting thrown.
Yeah, yeah.
First week, it don't get shut down. Nobody's
it
doing
is,
anything.
bro.
You can go as wild as you want, and nothing's gonna happen. So the dorm parties definitely got me like, oh, ASU's that.
You know what's funny?
What?
That
Tell
there was
me
party-
Tell me what's funny.
No. The thing is, though, you don't
Okay.
realize is like it wasn't a house party. It
was
was
in
a
the
dorm
dorms.
party. Dude, you don't get it though. It was so crazy because at this party they moved into
And
those
that's why they
places.
couldn't get kicked out, because they go back home
Yeah,
to
because
there.
that is their home now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's nuts.
How am I gonna just continue my day after this?
How's my form? Playing some beer die.
Oh, okay.
We know
well,
a
hold
bit.
on. I am a professional at beer die. Okay,
Beer die's
That's no
fun.
fucking
Beer
joke.
die is
all right?
fun.
Still play.
You will be overly critical of his form.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, I like to pray.
Every time, dude. Oh God. Show me the fucking table.
You know it just went way over or like didn't hit.
first-
I'd say though, like if you do this before you throw in beer die, I would punch you in the face.
I just wanted to see the table.
I know, but I love how they didn't show it. It's the theme of all these videos. It's like sort of a thing and then it cuts or it just doesn't get to the thing it's like supposed to show
Right.
or talk about.
It's just enough blood in the water to see like what they're actually talking about, or if they will talk
they
about the
never
thing that
get
they're referencing.
anywhere.
Okay. All right.
That was great.
Come play Die in New York with us, TuPapi. Will you interview us, TuPapi?
That'd be sick. And we won't prep
At all.
nothing. We'll come in totally blind
Yeah.
and we will be as vague and we won't ever get to the
Right.
point of anything.
Yes, which is like my favorite way to talk.
Shield kind of got bad. It was like to the point where girls were getting mad because they wanted more guys.
Oh,
And then we started having
That's what
it,
I was
like, 2
saying.
to 1
12 to 1
instead
is
of,
a
like,
bad
crazy.
ratio, bro. It's a bad ratio,
you
dog.
need only guys.
Yeah, it's 0 to 1. That's the better one.
That's the fun one. No girls, no bedtime,
no bedtime, no parents, only Furta.
only Birda.
And orgies, apparently.
So then we
wow.
started having it like 2 to 1 instead of like crazy 5, 4 to 1. Because like there would literally be girls coming and saying, "I'm bringing 2 of my friends from home, and they're trying to please invite more guys." It was like crazy like that. Like we had a beanbag room. There would literally be people like doing crazy shit in
Wait,
there.
the beanbag room was like where people would go and
A bean.
Kinda. And
No, dude. How do you kinda fuck?
Like if you come too quick,
Then it's a kinda
it's
fuck.
a kind of
No,
fuck.
it's a coming before insertion. Then that's you kinda fucked.
a CBI, coming before insertion.
That is good.
That's all I got from this. I just want to say,
Yo, no way, really?
yeah, and then
actually.
no, like I invited all these girls over, and then we
Sick.
did that thing where we drank and
And then I CBI'd all
Yeah.
over myself.
these guys aren't hurting anyone. They almost have so little of a nothing opinion. You couldn't even argue that what they're doing is bad because they say nothing.
They're just
like they
sitting
just
and
turn,
talking.
they just sit and just kind of tell a
This
story.
is very basically just a conversation that could just be had in whatever your student union is or whatever,
Yeah.
and like you would not bat an eye, but because it's behind a
It
camera,
makes it insane. These guys are just having fun,
gives
but
a
I
shit?
thought this was absolutely hilarious. Truly, I left all of these clips with no information at all.
at least Talk to tried to fucking crypto scam me. I would follow these guys. This gives me a good feeling. I'm not kidding. Like watching it gives me a
Makes
good
you feel
it
young.
makes me feel young and stupid.
But
I don't know. I love it. I love it. I'm into it, bro.
Yeah.
From your older brothers.
Yeah, from GDPU and Frat alumni. Honestly, a podcast about college culture and stuff could be somewhat watchable.
And yeah, you're onto something.
If you
Yeah.
actually like prepared and like tried to provide a perspective that was not just I got fucked up. End.
But you know what, Nick? Dude, to be honest with you, the crazy part of this whole thing is that it, for me, makes me realize how fucking much 7 years is. How out of touch I truly am. Because to be honest, dude, without this existing on the internet, I wouldn't have any access to these fucking people or knowing what they think or don't think. Maybe the vapid nature of this documentarian is the thesis of the whole thing. Maybe that's the beauty behind it, that you don't have to have an opinion on a thing.
You can just
You
say
can just
nothing.
sit and exist in whatever you did last weekend, Nick.
We're all trying way too hard
Yeah.
on the internet to make things that have any kind of value.
Maybe
we
make
need to make a
nothing.
video where we literally do and say nothing.
Nick, I think this is an uplifting thing. This reminds me of the fallibility of the human condition and the temporary nature of one's own happiness. And the things that you think are important that truly just crumble away with the sands of time. And on that depressing note,
Thank you for coming to GDP's fraternity house party.
Gamma Delta Phi was happy to host you.
Thank you guys for coming. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Maybe comment nothing. Spacebar
Yep.
and just hit comment. And you know what? If you want to pledge, go and hit that subscribe button. We shout out our new pledges and subscribers at the end of every video, so here they are.
Yep. We reserve the right to absolutely send you home at the door, even though we invited you and said you were a cool kid who we would like to have in our fraternity. But we are our own persons, and we believe that we can create a value and brotherhood for everybody on the internet.
Absolutely.
So I'm happy to have you in the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Or sisterhood. All frats are actually co-ed now, so welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
I love you. Anyway, so Nick, for 2025's sake,
Yeah.
can we just promise ourselves one thing?
Absolutely.
Make more Furta moments.
Make more Furta moments, dude. I remember this one time I had a beer and it was crazy. This thing was happening. Dude, right?
Yo!